Steph, what was your mindset starting the fourth quarter down 8? Maybe everything wasn't going the way you guys had wanted. What was your thinking going in that?
I mean, it's a weird vibe, you know, dealing with, I'll call it some nerves and, you know, anxiousness to try to take care of business, knowing how important this game was to win. You know, the first 3 quarters, 2.5 quarters, you could tell like we were kind of pressing a little bit. They were obviously, Jokic was playing amazing. And they had a lot of life in that third quarter, and it was a good reminder of, again, how hard it is to win a playoff game, how hard it is to, you know, close a team out, and just dealing with, you know, the nerves of it all, because it matters so much, and I think we wanted it so much, kind of got in our own way a little bit, and then, you know, fourth quarter is just about, can you find a way to just get it done, get enough stops to speed up the game a little bit, put some pressure on them, and we were able to do that. Obviously, everybody contributed. It was a fun way to finish the game, considering all that's happened this year with the lineup that we had out there. GP doing his thing on both ends of the floor. You know, Draymond and Loon providing a good presence for us inside. Otto coming up big. It was just not exactly how you would draw it up, but it was, you know, a playoff type of environment where it's just, can you get the win and get out of here?
Gary barely made the roster. Was there a moment you knew, like, oh, that guy can help us win playoff games, like maybe early in the season?
Seems so long ago, but like November, it was wild just how he was making his presence felt, bringing a lot of energy, athleticism on both ends of the floor, his defensive awareness and impact. So you knew, like, he was capable of doing that, but it's also like the unknown of this group being, you know, in this situation for the first time. And the playoffs brings the best and worst out of you. And like, look at his impact this series. If I'm not mistaken, the first 2 games, you know, he played a little bit, but, you know, he had an impact, but it wasn't like tonight. Game 3, he was amazing in the first half. He was pretty much perfect in his minutes. You know, Game 4 didn't really have, you know, that opportunity, and then he comes back and finishes off a series-clinching game. So it's how we do things. You know, everybody has to be ready, but he, you know, really made his presence felt and showed, you know, what he's capable of, and he's going to continue to do that, especially with whoever we play next round.
Stephen, in a game like this where, you know, the Nuggets were coming after you guys really hard early on and physical, a lot of fouling, got choppy, grimy, how valuable a tool is a guy like Gary?
I mean, he fills a lot of different roles, and he's tough to, if he's making, you know, his catch and shoot threes, he's tough to game plan against because you put probably your big on him. He can roll. He was rolling to the basket, pick and rolls, finishing at the rim. He made those 2 clutch threes. So what he gives us on defense is amazing already. And then when you put teams in different positions on offense, you know, when they're defending us, and he's kind of roaming all over the place and using his quickness, you know, to his advantage, it's pretty impactful. He even made a play, I think, where he turned out a 3, pump fake, drove down, drop down pass to Draymond for a finish. So you could tell it's a guy that's been around the game in terms of it's in his DNA, and he looked very composed out there in a very big moment.
Steph.
All right, that was Stephen Curry, who scored 30 points tonight in game number 5, a clinching game against the Denver Nuggets. Do not forget, moving forward, Warriors Live playoff edition before and after every single game this postseason, only on NBC Sports. Bay Area, we're going to hear from the Dove Talk crew on the other side, as Warriors will await the winner of the